This is Nikki, and I'm trying to load our chart attack. Okay, so it's May 29, 2020. You're watching Nikki Yu at Facelesstrader here on Awesome 10X channel, Global Market Daily Updates. Keep on iterating that you need to know how much you're risking per trade. Now for that, Twitter and Facebook. Recall that Twitter said point levels. Facebook is very strong. A lot of catalysts, not about the Facebook media, social platform threats. Meanwhile, even the news is saying that Facebook shouldn't be bothered. There will be no legal tooth claims, even for Twitter. So not a big deal. So meanwhile, we're still waiting for Facebook to give us an entry here at 218 or 200 for additional buying entries on a pullback. The other news, of course, HBO Max has started live May 27. $15 a month for your Game of Thrones, for the Joker, Friends, Big Bang Theory, and so forth. HBO Max, this is more like a grown-up Disney Plus. So there's more range of shows. It's darker than Disney Plus. You've got the foul mouth South Park, the streaming of DC Universe, like the Batman franchise, also Harry Potter. So there's a lot of a good catalog on HBO Max. So we will see how many millions of subscribers will subscribe for that $15 per month. So while people are saying that it's expensive versus Netflix and Disney Plus, we think that the majority of the consumers are okay to pay at least 3 streaming providers per month. So we'll see how HBO Max does. So far, AT&T has risen from 29 to 32. That's 10%, although there's a drop at 31. There's still resistance here at 34, and we're seeing a couple of people making a value play on AT&T based on those HBO Max potential upside. So we'll see next few days. Now, another news that everyone in Minneapolis, of course, knows is this. This is why. King James shared this, and this is actually why a lot of NFL are kneeling. Can you imagine a white police officer kneeling down on a black man's neck? This actually became the death of that black guy. This black guy's name is Mr. George Floyd. A bystander video showed the man pleading he couldn't breathe as a white officer knelt on his neck. This news actually made became bigger because protesters now have George Floyd protests in Minneapolis. These are live updates for today. over the death of George Floyd, a lot of rioters went out burning the Minneapolis police precinct. They set it on fire Thursday night. That would be today in the Philippine time this morning. Someone spotted, yeah, so they're throwing stuff to police officers. So there's general chaos. Although I would say that that chaos was really brought about by those officers. And so the racism on the black and the whites are still pervasive until now, 2020. You could see the videos on that cell phone footage to see how that murder actually happened. Now, 2 million US workers are filing new, actually for the George Floyd, this is also trending worldwide. So there's an ongoing debate on. Actually, I'm not sure if there should be a debate. The police officers committed murder, so murder is murder. So yeah. So far, 2 million US workers filed new unemployment claims in a week. The GDP contracted 5%. So these bad news actually happened last night. Even before market open, as you could see, 8:33 a.m. So even before the market opened, these bad news were already known. But the market actually went up. The reason why it fell down was it made a U-turn, closing lower when Trump was saying that he'll have another news conference on China, which is sparking another U.S.-Chinese volatile tension, given that the Senate has already passed a bill that's giving Chinese names more accounting standards. Another news, of course, Costco reported earnings last night. The earnings were hit by extra expenses due to the sanitation and cleaning, but Costco actually managed to go up 1% despite this. Costco earned $838 million, $1.89 a share, lower a bit, $2 a share last year, as it spent nearly $300 million in extra wages, extra sanitation. Sales from Costco rose 7% to $36 billion. Online sales jumped 65%. So in general, this is really, as you could see, e-commerce sales rose nearly 86%. Costco is really a company that has skyrocketing e-commerce sales to offset any social distancing restrictions on the coronavirus pandemic. It is one of the resilient companies year to date. Now, what really happened last night? This is important news to say. Electronic arts up 3%. Relatively, there's relative strength on electronic arts. Also, as you could see, the retailers started falling. All the sympathy love names, they were up 2 days in a row, and then now they're down big time one day. So it's really now in the resistance front for your retailers, for your gaming, for your banks, for your energy names. So for electronic arts, the reason why it's going up is because Apex Legends Season 5 is already in the best start for any season to date. Of course, many people stuck at home have really been playing a lot of games due to the pandemic. Respawn Entertainment, a studio of electronic arts, announced that Apex Legends season has become the best start of any season to date. Electronic Arts also announced a groundbreaking multi-year global partnership deal with NFL and NFLPA. So we know that EA Sports is the best when it comes to NFL, specifically the Madden NFL franchise. So the Football League has already, this is a good boost for Electronic Arts. This is one of their hit franchises. So with the NFL and their top game, Apex Legends, doing well, we have seen Electronic Arts breaking out of that 120. That is a very strong resistance in the last 2 to 3 years. So this breakout could move as high as 130 and even 135. Anyone trying to buy Electronic Arts might wish to buy 120 with additional buying here at 110. There has been a very strong move for games in general, including Electronic Arts. Now, for Sympathy Love, as we said, all of the Sympathy Love was strong for the past few days and has been taking profits. Sympathy Love, such as Funko, has been rising from 350 back to about 6. Even if you were just buying it a few days ago at 450, 450 to 6 represents 50% move. Naturally, after a 50% move, you get profit taking. Goldman Sachs, after a 2-day run up, profit taking resistance at 210. Wells Fargo, very strong move in the last few days, 22 to 28. Resistance, bang. It never even hit 30. So this is clearly a weaker bank. Luckin Coffee, lots of taking profits from about 3 back to 2. Can it be bought here at 2? There's a potential buying support here at 2 for another resistance move at 3. Can it go to 180 back here at about middle from your lows of 150? That's also possible. So those who want to buy at 2 have to be aware of the risk that it can still fall to about 150. Generally speaking, your retailers are at resistance zones. You want to wait approximately 20% lower. Capri Holdings, weight 13, PVH, weight 42, TPR, weight 12. So as you could see, that's resistance. A lot of your names are resistance. I don't need to discuss the sympathy names. Canopy Growth, of course, is going to report earnings tomorrow. That would be, actually, sorry, Friday night. So that would be tonight, after hours. So we'll know about it Saturday, 4 a.m. in the Philippine time. But as you could see, Canopy Growth has been rising, and you could see from 12, it's been rising back to about 24. We think that people are pricing in great sales, just like how Aurora Cannabis, another large hot stock producer, reported sales growing during the pandemic. So we have anecdotal evidence and stories and data to see that Canopy Growth could surprise on the upside. Therefore, that's news. That news is being baked in. We'll see the final numbers tonight. We'll see whether it can break that 24 or will people start selling at 24. Though of course, we saw this reversal move. We said that the racism on Chinese stocks is not warranted, even though live streaming revenues has really surprised on the upside. A few days after earnings, it went to $7.70. Now it's at $9. That's about 20% move in just 3 days. There might be some take profit here, but the good thing is that $8 is really a zone where bulls are buying. Resistance for all of your bad stocks, gaming, Viacom, AMC, Shake Shack, restaurants, Under Armour, ExxonMobil, Ocean Ring. So one of the best names that I want to check is secular trends. So we're going to go to a few names, just 2 names, FSLY and DDOG. FSLY is clearly not slowly. FSLY went from about 38 back to about 42. Zoom Video went from about 151 to 165. There's news that Zoom is now telecasting NHL leagues. So that really made it strong again. DDOG also from about 64 to about 67. So it looks like we like secular trends. We will continue to buy them on dips. So that ends my chart market update. I hope you have a good day. See you again tomorrow or next week, Monday, for all your global chart attacks. Thank you. Bye-bye. Subscribe to Awesome 10X channel. Thanks. Okay. Hello. Hi. I'm done. Hindi ko finish yung secular trends. That's for the other people. I don't want to share them. Hello. What happened here? Stop recording. Okay, since we're getting recording, might as well discuss a few things that I'm looking at. So of course I like DDOG. I'm in the market 61 near 50. I really want to buy the gap. And then I am also looking at 60 to 84 up to 70. But those are potential buying opportunities for me. I'm waiting. So this is the second day drop. You've got support here at about 69 to 66. Whether it falls down there, we will not know. So we shall see. Names that I'm looking at, yeah, Livongo. I'm also taking a look at Livongo. Strong move last night after 48. Very strong recovery to 60. I tried to enter last night actually at about 56.